Hey everybody, welcome back. Um, Still doing this car sim thing for the time being. Haven't really decided if I want to do a different channel or keep this on my main one because kind of guessing a lot of people who watch don't care so much for games and vice versa. But something to do, pass the time. Um, Sitting in my truck, you probably noticed it in the last video in the background. My quote unquote work truck, I guess. Um, I did want to mention too that I think the last video I made was pretty quiet, so I've tried to mess with the audio a little bit, so if it's too loud or the game sounds too quiet or whatever, I don't know. I'll try to fix that in the future if I do more on here. But yeah, so anyway, this one is going to be an engine build for a project that I found. I've got another mod. I remember watching like the first video of this and people were like, saying their game was heavily modded, and I'm like, where the hell do you get mods? So I was like looking at Workshop and stuff, and so I just went on a spree and got a bunch of mods and stuff, and I actually found a car that I really wanted to work on. So I'm just gonna do. I kind of want to keep these episodes a little bit longer or shorter, I guess. These videos a little shorter because I don't know if people have the attention span to watch 30 minutes of me talking and working on a virtual car. Maybe you do. I don't know. I'm not trying to single anybody out or anything, but try and make a little shorter video. I'm just going to build the engine on this one for the time being, and then I'll do a part two and show you the rest of the car. But I'm pretty excited about it because it's not going to be obviously real life, true to form, but it is a car that I own, and I kind of wanted to, I don't know, see if I could make it as close to reality in this one. I am going to build this engine though, so it's not going to be stock. And even then, I don't know. It's not the actual engine that goes in there, so it's not going to be stock anyway. But I'm going to build it up, see what I can do with it. So yeah, let's get into it a little bit. And I bought some parts already. Hopefully, I won't have to take you through the whole thing, but start building it up. And I do have to buy. I don't think there's any pistons that'll work here. Oh, yeah, maybe there is. So yeah, we'll just roll with 6 of those. I guess no rings. So go back here for rings. I don't know what kind of power this engine is going to end up putting out by the end of it. I've never built one of these V6Bs, as they're called in the game. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just end up with a massive track monster or something. I do need to getting ahead of myself here. You get start 2 of those, I think. And 6 of these rod caps. Should probably put these in before I start putting pistons in. Perfect. I mean, this is where the game is kind of tedious. I know that I probably talked about that in my last video, but I mean, if you're a mechanic or you enjoy working on engines and stuff like that, you're probably used to tedious and just bolting stuff down. And obviously, in real life, you're not building an engine in, I don't know, however long this video is going to take. But I think all of our attention spans are a little bit shorter these days. Especially when it comes to watching somebody build something that's not real. Alright, perfect. I do need an oil pan. I pulled this car out of the junkyard, so I don't have anything for it other than stuff that I found in the junkyard. And I think it's this one. So I'm just pretty much just building an engine. There really wasn't much to work with otherwise. Sweet. Alright, let's see if we can get some heads for this thing. I would assume there's aftermarket heads for this. And I better check and see what ones I actually need before I just throw parts at it. I need a A and I need a B. Take that and that. That glare is ridiculous. So clearly this isn't a Mustang, which you guys have seen on the channel before. I'm sure you can probably guess what it is, but I'll leave you hanging until the next one. And let's see, cams. For those. And like I said in the last video too, like in this game, most stuff I build is like small block Ford V8s. So I'm kind of, I don't know, I've messed around with this engine a little bit, but there's a lot of parts that I'm not used to buying. Like a small block Ford, if I ever do one of those, I'll probably have everything just memorized and ready to go. And get these cam bearings. And yeah, I don't know. There's one thing about this game, I don't know why they put or why they didn't give you multiple engine stands and why they had to put one right here by apparently the sun. So you have this just massive glare every time you're over here working on it. Okay, let's see. I will probably get these cam gears next. Look at that right there. I'm guessing by the end of this, though, this thing is going to be way more horsepower than what it probably should be and what I actually have in this car. Let's see, 4 of those rollers. I'm kind of excited about this because it's not. I will say that the year's wrong, and I'll probably repeat myself in the next one I do too, but the year of the car is wrong. So it's a little different design. And, you know, obviously there's things that aren't real as far as true to life. Oops. Stuff when it comes to comparing these cars, but I don't know. Boredom takes you many places. I suppose I'll just put the alternator and the power steering pump on here while I'm at it. Oh, I did forget to say welcome back to NFG Garage. My favorite place in the world. No water pumps. That was a term that me and one of my buddies I used to work with came up with. If we ever made a shop or whatever. I'll let you figure out what NFG means, but... One of these days I'll take you on a tour of everything. I got a bunch of cars. I bought like 3 parking levels and a bunch of stuff that I want to do in the future. And like I said, I don't know if it'll be on this channel or somewhere else, but I don't know. I'm sure we can all agree we've had to find stuff to pass the time lately. Alright, belts on. Then I need tensioner, and then I need the timing covers. So I'll buy those. One thing that's cool about this game is they kind of like, they give you a little aftermarket. It's not, you can't do everything. I mean, obviously, like, you could have this engine machined and bore out the pistons and stuff like that and throw a bigger crank and stuff like that, but, you know, it is what it is. It's a game. And one more belt. I think that's this one. Sweet. Alright. And a roller B. Oops. Should have that going. Alright. I don't know, a lot of times I'll like put a lot of this extra stuff on it while I'm actually, or while the engine's actually in the car, but since it's here, let's do it now. Okay, intake, and then I need the head covers. I think the intake I can get here. Yes. Is it a B? Yeah. My memory is god awful. And I know I'm gonna need one of these. Upper intake. Throw that on there. Look how shiny this thing is. Okay, and then let's do the head covers next. I'll buy 2 fuel rails on here. And E6B. I always get confused on these. I would need an A. I need if I think I need 2 C's. Ugh. 2 A's. A C and a B. B and C. Okay, so next up, I guess we'll do, I think we can do a thermostat here. Nope, guess not. But we can do fuel filter. And let's go back here, thermostat. Nice. Put that on there too while I'm here. Manifolds. Put the fuel rails on. Now I need spark plugs and coils. You don't have to, they're not specific. You can just buy whatever. There's only one option, so. Other than coils, I guess you have a few more. Yeah, this thing's gonna be a monster. It's rated in the game. The engine they give you for this car is rated at like 341 horsepower. I'm gonna guess we're gonna be pushing a little bit more than that. And I don't know. You can put gearboxes or transmissions in here that you can actually tune. Since I know nothing about tuning, probably leave it stock. Nice. And I need a throttle. And it gives you, down at the bottom here too, it kind of gives you like percentage of what you're gaining for horsepower. Which if you're really good at math on the fly, you can figure that out while you're building it. I'm not. Sweet. Alright. I'll go ahead and throw... I guess they don't have exhaust manifolds on here. No headers. Just straight up stock. Where are they at? There we go. 2 of those. Nice. And I think we can get... See if we can get a K&N oil filter. Nope. Alright. Looks like we're going Motorcraft. I6. Nice. Sweet. There we go. We have an engine. Looks nothing like the engine that's supposed to be in this car, but it's an engine. Guess we'll see what kind of performance it puts down when I get the rest of the car done. But there it is. In all of its glory. So anyway, I guess I'll just stop it here. It's been long enough, I suppose. And then the next one, I'll show you what it's going into, if you don't already have a guess. And yeah, we'll go from there. So thanks for watching. Short video, rambling a lot, as usual. But guess we'll see you in the next one. Appreciate it. Adios.